Hi everyone. Today I am going to explain the structure of nephron. Nephron, there are millions of nephrons which are present in each kidney. Nephron is made up of two parts, Malpighian body, which is this particular part, and the remaining part is the tubule. Now let us see how exactly the process of urine formation or filtration takes place in a nephron. I have labeled these parts as 1 to 8 and I have written the names of the parts 1 to 8 on this side. So first of all, the blood will come into the glomerulus, which is a network of capillaries with the help of an arteriole called as efferent arteriole. If you look at the structure of the efferent arteriole, it is thicker towards the start, and while it is entering into the glomerulus, it becomes thin. This basically helps in increasing the surface area. The filtration of the blood will take place in the glomerulus, which is basically a network of capillaries. The blood, some amount of blood, it will be sent back to the body with the help of an arteriole called as efferent arteriole. The part which is sent forward into the tubule is called as a filtrate. The filtrate will move to different stages and then ultimately it will be removed out from the body in the form of urine. The first part, which is connected directly to the Bowman's capsule, which is this C-shaped structure, is called as distal proximal convoluted tubule. Now if you look at this structure, these are coiled structures. These coiled structures help in increasing the surface area. Now main function of all these parts over here is they reabsorb certain nutrients, certain minerals which are required by the body. So after the filtrate passes through the proximal convoluted tubule, it will pass through the loop of Henle. Loop of Henle is basically a U-shaped structure. It has two parts, descending loop and ascending loop. One of the loop is permeable to water, another loop is permeable to the salt, that is NaCl. From the ascending loop, the filtrate will now move to another part of the tubule called as distal convoluted tubule. Proximal and distal both are coiled structures. Distal convoluted tubule mainly helps in reabsorption of salts like potassium and sodium, which help in regulating the osmoregulatory balance in our body. From the distal convoluted tubule, the filtrate will now be passed on to the collecting duct, and from the collecting duct it will be removed out from the body. It is very important that important substances are not removed from the body. So absorption of substances like glucose, water, minerals, potassium, sodium has to take place in the entire process. The entire process is divided into three main steps: ultrafiltration, selective reabsorption and tubular secretion. Ultrafiltration basically takes place in the first part of the nephron, that is the Malpighian body. Selective reabsorption takes place throughout, that means important substances are reabsorbed back into the blood, and tubular secretion is the last part of the entire process. Now, you have to find out what will happen if there is excess amount of glucose in the urine of a person. Also, how do the medicines or the antibiotics which are prescribed by the doctors, how do they work in our body, and how are the substances present in those medicines removed out from our body.